Has he gone too far? That is a question many are asking in regards to Niji Sanji English's Hex Haywire, self-described as a heart hacker and giving us not at all parasocial tweets like, my favorite part of waking up is you. I can't stop thinking about you. Text me when you get back home. I'm dying for your touch, along with your body is 70% water and daddy's thirsty. This as Hex has added new rules to his chat, including one stating, please do not trauma dump in super chats or talk about anything too explicit in your donations. But to many, going against this rule himself when he said this.
And I want to say, I don't know, like maybe you can tag this VOD gang if you see this somehow or something. I want to give a thanks as well to people who are sending me messages and just venting about your life. I hope that helps. I hope that venting about things helps, but feel free to vent on the Streamlabs. I'm listening, I'm reading, I hear you. A lot of the stuff that you share with me, you want to keep private, so I'm going to keep that private. But I love and appreciate all of you.
That message then receiving responses such as, did that dude for real encourage his fans to vent about their life through Streamlabs? Man, just say you want money. Further along, is it a bad thing that I don't think a streamer should tell their fans it's okay to vent in their Streamlabs, or is that just me? LOL, Hex told people to trauma dump in Streamlabs. Man, still slimy, I see. Sorry, but I don't want people to see this man and Vox compared ever again. Vox found himself in a situation he thought he could handle and has a fair share of personal issues that made him unfit to handle it. Hex is just going straight for these people from the start, along with laughing at Hex, saying one of the reasons he does not want to open Marshmallow because it's anonymous. In Streamlabs, you can be anonymous or set your name to whatever you want when donating. Also, not to be that guy, but Hex permitting his fans to trauma dump in his Streamlabs borders on some kind of ethics violation. You are not qualified to offer these people help, and that money could be better spent on professionals. Also, bro be like, I don't want to make a marshmallow because I can't get the bag on that website. And Hex, don't do it. Don't let sad people open their wallet just to have them feel seen. As also we have, in my opinion, it's not good to encourage people to vent on Streamlabs. Could also end in trauma dumping. The discussion is very similar to a situation we already had. And so while the original rule did read once again as, please do not trauma dump in super chats or talk about anything too explicit in your donations, this was later updated by Hex to include, please understand that I am not a licensed healthcare professional. Additionally, I encourage you to seek actual professional help should you need it. With other reactions saying, it's extremely irresponsible to offer your Streamlabs for fans to vent in. You must know you're taking advantage of vulnerable people and opening yourself up for some serious trouble down the line. Mentioning sometimes that they should seek actual professional help isn't going to absolve you here. It's unbelievably unprofessional and potentially dangerous to suggest this on your stream. Knock it off immediately. Many calling on the Niji Sanji English senpai to talk this out with Hex or to address it further. One of those senpai being Niji Sanji English's Mr. Rias, celebrating his birthday today, stating that he looks pretty cool, and of course receiving well wishes from Niji Sanji English's official account, calling him the best fox detective, along with receiving plenty of well wishes, including that by Shoto, giving him happy birthday to best fox boy, and admitting, I love him, your honor. Also with Luxium, we have Niji Sanji English's Luca Kaneshiro, an evil and mean mafia boss, who this past week took part in the full first official offline collab with all the Luxium lads, most of which was just made up of the boys hanging out with one another, as nicely shown off here by Kinkin. That as Mysta admitted, I touched feet with Luca, all while Luca has been promising this year I will be more mean and evil, and troll more. Bringing us now back to the Niji Sanji pampering voice and scolding voice, goods now on sale. Luca making very certain that we are aware of this release, stating I am scolding you and pampering you afterwards, along with did my best with this one, hope you like it. And then 4 days later, again, sharing you probably haven't heard my voice in a while, here's something before I come back. That is, we also have this announcement from Niji Sanji regarding the Niji Sanji Unit Music Festival, of which 2 2 of the 3 days of this festival were behind a paywall, and while the first day was free, Niji-sanji forbid anyone from even taking screenshots of the event, but is promising now to soon release a video of much of the free portions. Luca also teasing special video at the end, saying further, you don't want to miss it. That as we had been missing Niji-sanji English's Millie Parfait, who had been on a 2-week break, now returning and also tweeting out at 7 o'clock at night, I'll never fall in love with a human because it'll be a small memory, but the pain and loss will live on for my eternity. Not worth. Then receiving a reply from fellow Ethereum member Reimu Endo, I just woke up, what's happening here? This then leading to a long conversation between Luca and Millie, with Luca stating it may only be for a tiny portion of your life, but to them, you were there their entire life. Leading to Niji Ien's Alira Pandora to notice this and saying, he really said this, and I'm eating it up. I love the angst. That as Luca maybe became a little bit unintentionally flirty, saying further to Millie, I'm human though, we can always experiment, and then trying to correct himself a little bit, saying, I meant have human friends. That as we move from humans to the dogs. Checking back in once again with Mary, lead writer of Merryweather Media and Dog Boy, delivering up this wall of wolves, as handedly translated by Google is, well, more wolves. Mary today is also taking part in IkiCon, alongside many others, as sponsored by Kawa Entertainment. More on that later, as he also shared, I want a male VTuber anime. Just a bunch of big, dumb dudes running around playing video games and yelling, and comparing boob and ass sizes with each other. And now speaking further about male VTubers, you may have noticed on the Hololive Production English Twitter account, some of those blank spaces in the banner have now been filled up. That's right, we have some brand new members right there in the middle. That's right, it's brand new Holostars English members, surprising everyone with an early January debut. The times of the debuts also surprising many, with the very first of them beginning at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, running one after another an hour each, including the full collab after that began at 2 a.m. Eastern. This, of course, all being the brainchild of Yago, who, for some reason, everyone really wanted me to know that he has a brand new profile picture on his YouTube channel. These 4 new members include Gavis Bettel, Machina X Flayon, Banzoin Hakka, and Joe Zuiji Shinri. And one of the biggest surprises about these 4 members are they are actually still a part of the Tempus Guild. That's right, the Tempus group with Holostars English has now expanded from 4 members to 8, with the original 4 being labeled as Tempus HQ for headquarters, and the 4 new members being labeled as Tempus VG for Vanguard. Best of all, Magni Dezmond has already made them into girls, offering up Shylily Jackson, Betsy Grayson, Machina X Flora, and Haley Bazoingas. Alternate designs that already have wonderful fan art. And along with their debuts, they also had brand new songs, some original, some cover songs, one after another, after another, after another. That is very quickly we check in with Paco, sharing not only a load of brand new Hololive merch has arrived, but working on brand new illustrations of the boys. Not only giving us that Flayon, but also this Shinri with his Shinris. And while the announcement was sudden, it was very well prepared, with loads of official illustrations, including even a merch drop for the debuts, offering up an acrylic diorama, stickers, and keychains. And yes, a quick thank you to all those who have been supporting our Uwu Market merch drop, which now includes a monthly merch subscription box. For the first time ever, we have merch of the Kohai. It's Cody and Hai-Dee, which you can pick up in a t-shirt, poster, hat, coaster, vinyl sticker, and so much more. These goods are only available until the end of this month. Check it out with the link below. And speaking of the debuts, we now check in with Regis Altare, who was live tweeting this 5-hour event, taking pictures of Bettel, calling Flayon a Kusagaki, recognizing Hakka as a member of Holotari, and saying of Shinri, "Ayo, dude, his voice holy deep." The debuts contained loads of surprises, including tons of elaborate presentations, with not only an RPG battle scene, but also with one member effectively beginning their debut in Spanish. That's right, Holo Espanol is real. We also had this surprise coming in from Nijisanji English's Ike Eveland, ringing up Hakka, who, as you can see here, picked up the phone, and then the two went on to make a major boomer joke. The initial announcement before debut was met with some pushback, as at the time the Hololive production subreddit did close, not allowing for any new posts, with many wondering if it was too soon for new Holostars English members and others asking, where's Hololive English Gen 3? And there were other issues after debut, especially for Bettel, having chosen an art tag that was actually being used by another VTuber, that being Jester at Virtual Jester, being very surprised by the new results in their art tag, saying, I'll need to come up with a new one, but with numerous users, including those on the Hololive subreddit, coming to their support, leading Jester to say later, it's really cool to see that so many people came together about this. A lot of people are telling me to hold on and to wait for my art tag to come home, so I will wait a little bit to see if it does. And sure enough, Bettel had big news very soon after, saying, I would like to announce that my art tag has changed. Going forward, my tag will be Bettiful. I think this one represents me better as a whole. Sorry for any confusion this may cause, but it's really for the best, I promise. This also getting some shout outs from Hakka and Shenri. We've also received another revelation that regarding a stream all the way back from November in which Flayon had joined the voice channel during a live stream with the other Tempus members well before his debut, with Magni Dezmond quickly playing it off and saying it was the voice of a manager. And just like the Nijisanji X Soleil members just before them, the new Tempus Vanguard members hit monetization on YouTube within a week, and of course received loads of new artwork, including this But in the End It Has to Be This Way by Adventure, along with Das Doctor giving us Bettel Being Silly. This having been an actual request by Magni himself, as Bettel has had numerous technical issues since debut, fixing one after another. At this time, the boys have not yet collabed with any of the Hololive girls, and most of their streams are still sticking to around the 1 hour mark, just like when the original Tempus members first debuted, but they are planning to extend out their streams longer starting next week. And yes, there was also a full Tempus collab, except for one member who dropped out. That's right, it's old man Noir Vesper. Vesper at the time worrying some of the Vesties, even though most of the days that he had off were already planned, later explaining that he was touching grass in Japan as a tourist and needed to catch up on some work and therefore could not attend the collab. That said, the old man has now celebrated 200,000 YouTube subscribers, as we have loads of Hololive English news. With V-Singer Iris now receiving her new kimono outfit, that means all 10 of the Hololive English members can be featured on these New Year acrylic stands, with Hololive saying, make sure to grab your Oshi's one. And following up on other news regarding the Hololive Super Expo 2023 and Hololive 4th Fest, the first round lottery of venue tickets for overseas fans is now open for applications. Apply now. Further along, Hololive and Sony are collabing. This being in regards to Sony's new Mocappy motion trackers. Looking forward to showing off the results of this soon, as numerous VTubers are getting their hands on this tech right now. Next up with Hololive English, we're back with Mori Calliope, promising a very cute surprise next stream and alerting us to this new release. That being a brand new album entitled Hololive Music Studio Midnight, featuring lo-fi and chill mix versions of Hololive songs. Callie adding new remixes. We'll get a Mori song in there someday. And lastly, about that Hololive Super Expo, we also now have word about these digital message boards that will be seen around the expo. And if you'd like to get your message on there, that is now available. Currently, text messages are going for $22 USD and messages with images for $43. And we are back again with Shylily, the Orca VTuber. Having before Christmas shared my content on TikTok keeps being taken down after 5 minutes. In the meantime, I just saw titties. It has 10 million views and is up for hours. But what is also up is this billboard in New York's Times Square, properly celebrating Shylily's 1 million followers on Twitch.tv. Also today, we're checking back in with Ayumi One-san, whose classic debut is set up for January 21st. That's starting at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, complete with a return to form, alongside, of course, with new overlays and so much more. That is here's maybe we have the best form of Ayumi, showing off her full robo self. All right, folks, and now we're turning to our co-host Hai-Dee, bringing us even more things VTubers say.
Hi everyone! Starting off, we have Niji Sanji, as we welcome 7 talents from their newest JP Wave, with the ongoing sale of their welcome goods and voice merchandise, with the gorgeous key visuals here illustrated by Pokimari. This new wave has also concluded their first stream relay, showing us some new and familiar faces, as we have Kaburaki Roko, Ishigami Nozumi, and Kuramochi Meruto, who we've seen as a part of Anycolor's Virtual Talent Academy. We also give a warm welcome to Igarashi Rika, Koshimizu Toru, Sophia Valentine, and Shishido Akari to Niji Sanji. Next, we check in with Niji Sanji Ien as we celebrate Mr. Rias' birthday today, with the sale of his 2023 birthday goods and voice available until the 26th. And speaking of goods, Illuna celebrates their half-year debut, as Niji Ien announces the sale of their upcoming half-anniversary goods, featuring newly drawn illustrations of all 6 talents shown here, with the merchandise sales starting on the 24th. Moving on, we have Kawa Entertainment, who is traveling to IkiCon this weekend, and bringing along some special guests, featuring 5 panels, including their first ever live 3D concert. They'll also have a merch booth and meet and greets by the hour for all 3 days, giving us a meet and greet and panel schedule here, so be sure to swing by and say hello. And lastly, we check in with Amber Glow, as all 10 of their talents come together to release their cover of Ochame Kino. And Amber Glow's Noonki starts her 24-hour charity stream today, that being a donathon, raising money for Hope for the Day, hoping to raise awareness and break the stigma around mental health. Noonki sharing her donathon goals here, as well as giving a link to her Curiosity Cat for those who'd like to share their mental health story. And that's all from me. Back to you, False.
Thank you so much, Hai-Dee, and congratulations on a 100-day language learning streak on the other Bird app. Then, as we'd also like to thank Kadawagan for the new year, saying congratulations on finishing strong. Thank you so much. And that is all for this episode. As always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. Send your VTuber news to our Discord. We record live on twitch.tv, and we'll have more things VTubers say for you soon.